welcome back to the Divas. Today you have Savannah, that's me. I am going to do a Booktube Newbie Tag. First of all, I would like to say that this is by no means a Booktube channel, but both Carmen and I really love to read, so of course we are going to talk a lot about books as well in the future, and today I started this channel together with Carmen. I met her while I was on exchange in Spain. She was in my classes and we kind of met and we have the same interests, and we thought it was really fun to start a project together, kind of to keep us both in touch after we are separated again, because we both really wanted to do this by ourselves, and then we met each other and we were like, hey, this is a nice concept because you have two girls in two different countries and we're similar but we have little details that make us slightly different, so it's going to be very interesting, I think. Like I said in a previous answer, Carmen and I live in different countries. She lives in Spain and I live in the Netherlands, and I think that's something that you don't see quite often. We are very similar as in the things that we like, but within these categories of like fashion, music, books, we like different things. What I'm most excited about is keeping in contact with the friend that I made on exchange, which is something that we would have done anyway, but now it's like more regularly. I'm already so excited for our first video together. Why not? I mean, it's something that everyone grows up with, and then we decide that we get too busy. I too was one of these people that used to say like, oh, I don't have time to read any books like in my leisure time. It really used to upset me like all the time. I would try to read books every now and then, but never consistently, until one day actually, and I was just like, I love reading, I'm going to read books. And what I love most about reading is that it's different from like watching a movie or a series. You yourself are the person that creates like the idea of what the world looks like and what the characters might look like, and you know, you kind of create like this whole thing in your mind, and then it's just this beautiful thing that happens in your mind. And what I like as well is that for me, I see reading also as my break from looking at screens, because you know, without noticing it, you look at your phone, you look at the television, you look at your computer, you're reading from screens all day long, and I just like, you know, good old-fashioned paper and ink, and I just like to read that and just like kind of, I mean, reading is not resting the eyes, but resting the eyes from like electronics and things like that. So I really appreciate reading books, like actual books, and I don't think I will be someone who will purchase like an e-reader kind of thing in the future, because for me it's really about that, like not having a screen in front of me, and I really enjoy that. The first time I actually bought books that I wanted to read outside of school was the book series by Lauren Conrad. I think it's called LA Candy or something like that. Actually, I never finished the series. I read the first book, I came halfway through the second one, and then never bought the third book even. But that was a long time ago. I would say this happened in the second year of high school, by the time I was still like into the hills. And then I went to see Divergent, knowing that they were books. I think I knew it, but I was just like, well, I'll just see the movie, like whatever. I remember loving the movie so much that I was like, no. I went home after the movie, I ordered the series, I have the book here, I think the day after they arrived, and I started, and within a week I finished the whole series. I don't know, I started with a lot of books that were soon to be or were already movies. From there on it kind of evolved. I just have one question, like, no, I have two questions. First of all, how do you have time to read so many books a month? A lot of these booktubers that I follow are still in high school or university, have jobs, I assume full-time, and they read so many books a month, and I'm just like struggling to finish like one or two a month. Maybe I'm just a slow reader. I wouldn't say that within this year I would be able to read that amount of books a month. Second of all, how do you have space for all these books in your room, in your house? Like, I'm struggling already with my small selection of books to like put them away, and I'm already thinking like, I should probably buy a new bookshelf because it's starting to get really crowded. like I mentioned, I'm quite a slow reader. The thing that's a benefit for me is that this is not a Booktube channel, so it's not only based on reading books. The thing that worries me the most is the pressure of finishing enough books within a certain amount of time so I can post book-related videos consistently and frequently, because I don't want this to become anything that I feel has to be rushed, because it's something that I really enjoy doing and that is my way of relaxing, you know? I wouldn't even remember. The first memory I have with reading, we had to read Charlie and the Chocolate Factory for school. It was an assignment. I remember that day we had some time, I think maybe an hour, to start reading the book in class. I started reading it, went home, read the book, like the whole day I just read the book. I ate my dinner, I kept reading the book. After, I kept reading until I fell asleep, and actually that same day I finished the book. I just really enjoyed the story. Like, it was one of the first times that I enjoyed reading a story so much without any images in the book, or maybe there were a few. I can't really remember anymore, but I think I was around like maybe 10, 11. Where don't I read? Maybe that's a better question. I would say I read in bed before I go to sleep. I also read on the couch a lot. I read on the train. I read on the bus. I read when I'm waiting at school for my friends. I read on the plane a lot. When I wait at airports, I read a lot. Whenever I have a book with me, of course. It's not like I always travel with books. Like, there are certain days where I know, okay, today I feel like bringing my book and reading whenever I can. I am quite new to this. You know, I only started reading consistently maybe 2 years ago. Yeah, I would say it's almost 2 years ago that I started with movies that were going to be books, or books that were already movies. But I really like young adult dystopian worlds like Divergent, The Hunger Games. I really enjoyed those books. Just fiction and kind of drama, because books like The Fault in Our Stars, If I Stay, We Were Liars, they were such good books and they really grabbed me like emotionally. It was very, very upsetting. I'm trying to figure out like what other books would I like to read now, but I have a lot of books still that I need to read, so I have time to figure it out. And I just like to watch like Booktube reviews from other people to see what kind of books they would recommend, or you know, what books they really enjoyed, and then I know that maybe if they explain well, I might feel like I enjoy it too. We'll see. I don't know. I'm just going with the flow and see whatever catches my eye. Anyway, I would like to thank you so much for watching this video. Check out our blog. The link is down below. Next week you won't see me, but you will see a video of Carmen, and the week after that you will see me again. Have a nice day and enjoy your books. Bye! Eyes burn, it was like James Dean, for sure. You're so fresh to death and sick as cancer. You sort of punk rock, I grew up on hip-hop, but you fit me better than my favorite sweater. And I know that love is mean and love hurts, but I still remember that day we met in December.